guys, it's Sarah from Losing It For Me 42 with another inspiration tag from Liz from Finding Elizabeth. She has issued a new tag, a tag that is for you to make a video for who inspires you in the weight loss community and why. It is a resurrected tag that Gracie from No One Stopping Me But Me did last year. And I have a bunch of these to make, but I'm trying to condense them down to a select, hopefully few, that are just a bunch of people who've had really, not just that I love and adore, but has had, really powerful, inspirational moments for me. So, today's is Liz. Yes, you. Liz from Finding Elizabeth is my inspiration. She has been a really great inspiration on so many different levels for me. When I first started looking around YouTube and checking people's videos out, I felt kind of out of place. I didn't know if this was a place I belonged. I was kind of uncertain about things, and then I stumbled onto Liz, and it just changed everything for me. I found somebody who was very much like me, and I could really not only self-identify with, but I could also look up to, and she's really been inspirational in a couple of different ways. I'm trying to put it together in a cohesive brain matter way, and it's early morning and how lovely that goes for me. Let's get the coffee. So one is the fact that she's accomplished everything she's accomplished with her weight loss. And I know that she's struggling right now with regain, and I know that it's really getting her down, but looking at her and how far she's come and how much she's done to get where she is, that is a huge inspiration to see that is possible for somebody, almost 400 pounds to get down. I mean, I started at 389, and I was watching all these videos of people who were in the 200s who were having surgery, and I was getting very discouraged because I didn't believe that it would work for me, like so many of us believe. But I didn't see anyone at first who was as heavy as I was, who had, who was, successful. And I didn't see people who were failures, but just that all the people I saw were these young 20-year-old girls who, were in the mid to low 200s. And I was like, that's where my doctor said I'd end up. And I was like, I couldn't imagine myself going through this process because I couldn't see myself in somebody else. Not that I was comparing, but I don't know how to put it otherwise, but just, when you see somebody and you can identify with them and you go, oh, okay, that I can now envision myself doing that. And she was the person who really, when I saw her, she was already a couple of years out, and seeing how successful she was, I was incredibly inspired to, keep going and keep doing and actually move forward with things. She's also hugely inspired me to be a part of the community. I think most people will agree that, as I dump coffee all over myself, sorry guys, that she is a large factor in this community, and how she's done a lot to pull us together as a community. When I started, you YouTube, it was very much a bunch of just people talking over here, and when I found her, I found the community. I found the Naked Truth. I found, going to the Naked Truth, and, which is, if you don't know what it is, you should, and I'll probably try to link it down below. It is a live stream of, usually it's a interview with somebody in the community, and you can watch it live and comment, and you can also comment on Facebook and Instagram questions that you want to answer. You want to ask the person, and it gives you this real sense of not only connecting with somebody, but the live chat is what I looked forward to the most, because you'd go there and you would just see all of these people, and we'd all be in one place at one time and really interact. And that was when I really started to feel the community, and I would get so excited on Sunday nights, and I would just, I'd be bouncing, and my boyfriend would be like, oh God, I'm gonna go play video games. You watch your YouTube. And and I'm laughing so loud at things, and he's just not understanding what's going on. I'm just it's a live chat. I'm talking to people. It's great. And that really started me feeling like I was a part of a community, and that was just huge for me. And it's been an inspiration to go out and bond with people and meet people and talk to people and grow that community and wanting to be a part of that community. And I felt like that's been a huge part of why I've been so successful this time versus other times, is the community. Is that I feel like I have a huge crowd of people cheering me on all the time, and it's just I'm getting teary-eyed, guys. But seriously, it's really important to me, and it's really made a big difference in my life. And so the fact that she has not only, shown, through her, I found all of that, and I feel like she really, strives to make us a community and not just a whole bunch of scattered people. But, I feel like she's inspired me to continue to work on the community and to help the community and reach out to people and make sure that everyone feels supported and great and has the same kind of stuff that I get. And also another thing, hold on, coffee. Because I got coffee on my nose. It's Monday, guys. It's a Monday. I know I have coffee on my nose. Another thing that she's been a real inspiration is, and she just recently talked about it, or maybe Gracie talked about it, I'm not sure. In one of her, I think it was the Naked Truth of her 3-year thing. She said that to a lot of people who are far out, who are past their 1 year or whatever, that the weekly updates aren't as interesting. How much you lost and what you ate isn't so much, not interesting, relevant. Is not as relevant for people who have been far out. But the videos that they see where people talk about, the other stuff, the mental, the emotional struggles and things like that. And it was not something I was even so much aware that I was doing, but it was definitely something that I did after watching Liz, which was starting to deal with my shit and starting to talk about it. And usually it was because my update videos are so long that I would make another update video just so I could talk even more. And I would talk about, something that kind of hit me for that week. And really, I didn't think about doing that until I started seeing Liz's videos and how she does that. She talks about her shit and she processes and uses her video to help process sometimes. And that has been a real inspiration for me to do that, and I think it's been hugely helpful for me to do. I think there's a lot of things that I never really thought about before until I really explored them. And as I go through this, I want to be able and have looked back on my stuff, my videos, and, you know, gone, yeah, that's an issue that you're still dealing with, or yeah, you've come really far, that's not so much of a, you know, problem or anything like that. Like, it's really been helpful for me to see where I am and where I came from and the process involved. It's been a tough year. I started all of this in April. I had my surgery in October, but like, I felt like I hit that year mark and it felt different. Even though I haven't had, you know, the surgery for a year, but I've been at this weight loss for, you know, a year, and I felt like that really brought up a lot of things that I'm trying to deal with. And I was very inspired by Liz to make videos that weren't just, you know, the daily, the weekly average. It was digging deep and getting into the shit and figuring out what's going on in here and trying to figure out how to deal with it, what I can do to deal with it, and moving forward. So, thank you, Liz. You have been a huge inspiration for me, if you can't tell. Okay, bye.